It's been quite busy the past couple of days, so I haven't had the time to do water change for all of them. Usually, ideally, I would do water change for most of my tanks. I think every 4 to 5 days. So, but I've been quite busy and haven't been able to do water change for like 5, almost 6 days now, I believe. So it's about time. It's about due time before the water quality gets bad, and then all the fish is not liking the water perimeter. So we're gonna do a quick. It's probably not gonna gonna be a quick vlog, but quite a long vlog today because we have to do overall water change, total overall. Because usually the way I do water change for all my tanks is these days are like kind of cold-ish, so I would have to do one tank at a time. I would age my water, use that water to change one of my big tank, and then the next day I'll do the next tank, just repeating that cycle because during the winter the water is kind of cold, and usually they live in around 70, 80 for my Ranchu, not Ranchu, Oranda fry over here, and then also that tank right there. So that tank, I did it yesterday, so that tank will be good. I aged the water yesterday as well. So now I'm gonna use this water to change the pool, and then that tank is the adult tank. So for the adult tank, we don't have to worry much about the water temperature because I've been leaving it kind of cold-ish for them to, rest in there. Because during the summer, they're staying warm all day long. So now it's fine. Uh-oh. Somebody doesn't like the cold weather. I can see that new fish has egg. So as you guys may know, I got some new fishes from a fellow friend, hobbyist, recently, and most of his fish that he gave me are really healthy. They're doing fine, but I guess because they've always been living in like warm temperature water, so whenever I move them to my place and I try to acclimate them and have them in cold water, they're not used to it. So that's pretty much what happened to this little guy right here. So as you guys can see, he got ick on his body. So yeah, so usually whenever your fish is stressed over something like transportation, water quality, their immune system goes down, or even temperature drop, their immune system goes down. So that's when these protozoan would start attacking them, and they will start having ick like this. So can you even see the ick? I can't see through my phone, but it should be, hopefully it's clear enough that you can see like those white dots on her tail and stuff. So his tail, I think, is the dude. So yeah, and these two are also the new fish. That this guy has a little buoyancy, so he's kind of sink to the bottom, so I'm trying to treat it with Epsom salt. I should be doing twice a day, but I've been kind of busy, so I'm just doing once a day. This little guy also had this girl, actually. So surprisingly, she's that size, that small. She seemed like a juvenile to me, but apparently she has eggs. So whenever I first received her, she has a bunch of eggs in her belly. I squeezed them all out. And I believe during the transportation of me, from my friend's place to my other friend's place, and from his place to my place, she got stressed out because there's a lot of traveling for her, and she was carrying a bunch of eggs too. So yeah, so she also got egg the other day, but now she is back to business. I don't think I see anything earlier, but come on, phone quality. Yep, she has on her tail the other day, but now it seems pretty clear to me. So she is back into business. So I'm planning to move her to my main tank today. She seemed pretty much normal now, pretty active. But this guy, I will move him in together with this guy, and we'll just treat the tank together, and then in a couple of days he should be okay. Yep, so the process now is I just drained that quarantine tank, and now I'm moving filling up the water from here to that quarantine tank, and after that I'm gonna let it sit a little bit, start moving those two guys into the quarantine tank. And while waiting for it, we'll also do that water change. So every time I do water change, I learned this from one of my he's like a mentor for my goldfish keeping since I started. He gave me a pretty good tip that every time you do water change, you should bring your fish out if you're using tap water like me. I have aged water, but I don't have enough supplies to all of them at once. So usually I would use aged water for my baby fishes, and the main tank I would use just tap water. But what I would do, I would bring all the fishes out to this tub, let them sit in here with some salt, methylene blue, just salt, methylene blue, oh, I can't speak. Methylene blue salt bath. There you go. Put them in here, let them chill, relax while I'm doing water change in there. Take out 100% water, add them back in, while cleaning the tank, and add the chlorine. I use Prime. I use Seachem Prime over there. So I think it's just rained recently too. Every time it rains, I would double dose it. So I will add some Prime in there, let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and then bring the fish back inside. But yeah, and I'll do the same process for my indoor tank because I'm also using tap water for the indoor tank as well. But yep,